Hi everybody, so we are back to the Nikon booth at NAB. I remember last year with Jeff we had some conversation, and especially alongside the new line of the cinema Nikon Z. And I've got the pleasure this year to be with Mark, what you are doing, your position, and speak about for Nikon vision strategy alongside what really matters for photographers and producers.
Yes, I'm a senior manager at Nikon USA, based out of New York, and we're here at NAB, which is National Association of Broadcasters, and we're showcasing our products. A lot of them can be used for broadcasting, as we're showcasing in some of our situations here, but a lot of it is also now based in the new cinema world, which we have blended with RED,
Since the
digital
last
cinema.
2 years, more or less, you acquired the company.
Yes, we acquired the company, and furthermore, we have developed products, and including a new product line called Z Cinema.
Yeah.
So Z Cinema started initially with calibrating the existing Komodo and Raptor cameras with Z mount, but since then we have come out with what you see there, the 28 to 135 power zoom, which is a video focused lens, which is unusual for Nikon because naturally we come out with our generally photo focused first, but now we are putting development concentration and a new strategy towards products that are geared towards cinema, video, and in some cases broadcasting as well.
Yeah.
So that also started last year with the ZR, which has been very popular. It is a blend of two companies, methodologies, and technologies in which we were able to implement the Red Code RAW format into
Yeah.
the ZR.
That's something we saw which has really changed because we can get the benefits and the experience of RAID inside a very small compact form. It's also a very something not so expensive by the way, because it's also very important to compare apple to apple, and for very low price by the way we can start some cinema footage at the top quality.
That's very important, the thing that you mentioned. I don't think it can be mentioned enough. The price point makes it more accessible to a broader range of people that may want to dabble into cinema style image making, but it's also important for people that want to have maybe multiple cameras and integrate it with existing workflows. So the Red Code RAW, or the R3D NE, in this case the Nikon edition, will give them that flexibility of working in the entire RED workflow.
Yeah. And something also we saw, and especially with the Z9, is that after the years, you are keeping the products up to date with new enhancements, focus capabilities, etc., etc.
The Z9 firmware 1.0 is completely different than
Yeah.
2.0,
And the
3.0,
5.3.
4.0, and now 5.0 and 5.3.
Yeah.
They're all significant upgrades, almost
It's
like
not
a
the
new
same
camera.
machine.
Yeah, it is not the same machine. It may be the same hardware, but the workflow is completely unlocking new capabilities that change the way people work. So you're correct.
And finally, even 4 years later, he's still ranking at the top of the photographers as soon as you want to be at the out of the image, which is something like a marketing sentence from Nikon, which is important.
I think so. Our philosophy is that we produce resources to create products that will continue to evolve with the market. So we have managed to find a platform in the XSpeed 7 platform that we can continually develop on. Normally, when we bring products to the markets, it's associated with an entirely new hardware product. But since the XSpeed 7 platform is so robust, we can actually assign engineers resources and firmware updates that unlock completely radically new potential in the cameras.
And we saw just weeks ago that one Z9 was with Artemis in the
That's
space.
correct.
We saw amazing images from the D5, which is also at the top.
Well, that I think is a perfect example of how when you create something well the first time, it lasts for many, many years.
Yeah.
The development that went into the D5 and the type of file that it produced and how reliable it was just shows you that a full decade later, it's still the choice of NASA to bring on an extreme mission to the moon.
Yeah, and in the space, you have no flexibility to get some issues, so it has to work.
Yes, it had to be certified, and NASA does do their research. They looked far and wide of what the best solution was to bring into space because of radiation. We had to work with them hand in hand to create customized cameras, and they found that For what they were doing, the Z9 was the camera of choice to bring up there. They use the D5 primarily because it's certified, but they're working to certify the Z9 for the next manned mission to the moon.
Yes, for sure. The last thing I'd like to highlight is the wrong side, because for every creator, it's important to track and to protect the content. And especially you are part of an organization which is a C2PA, and you have one camera which is a Z6 III. Can you let us know a little bit more about what matters?
Yes, so C2PA is, we call it Nikon Authenticity Service, but it's based on kind of a public consortium that has organized around this standard methodology to really, the point of it is to authenticate images, and in the future videos as well. So Z6 III was our first product to incorporate Nikon Authenticity Service. This has real relevance for news industry and journalism, where people are looking on social media right now and they do not know what's real.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
the only way to ascertain what is real is to show that it was taken with a camera, because with the prevalence of AI right now, something can be completely fabricated. You could be completely fabricated right now from AI.
Yeah, maybe.
But you might be AI. So the only way people can tell is by taking that file and bringing it onto a website and actually determining if that file was taken with a Nikon camera, and that in this case is Z6 III. And in the future, we will likely have more models that are have compatibility with this functionality. Exactly. I know which one you're waiting for. That's right.
Yeah, for sure. So thank you, Mark. So by the way, if you want to test, and you can visit the website of Nikon, a lot of information. Stay tuned, because new things are also coming.
Can I tell one more thing? We just teased it about 1 hour ago on social media. A new line of cinema lenses. That's all I can say. Developed by Nikon, and apparently it will have autofocus. I can't tell you what T-stop it is. I can't tell you anything about it.
We saw the video, so I'm waiting for.
That's it. So more exciting things on the horizon.
So by the way, if you want to stay at the out of the image, thank you, Mark.
My pleasure.